Hey guys, what's up? So, been a while again. Actually it's been a really long time. Not cool, I know. Struggling to get, I've been coming down here to the unit, like an hour here, half an hour there, 40 minutes there, as and when I can basically. Work's mental busy at the moment and it's knackering me out, so I just haven't had the chance or all the energy to get down there. But, in amongst those hours and half an hour and 45 minutes and the little bits here and then, I have finished the rust work. So it's done. It is pretty much all freaking done at last. So this sill is, I've done a rough patch on that little hole that was there, cut out all the rust on that. This corner is now done. I've left that sunken so it can just run a layer of filler over that to get it nice and smooth. This corner's done, that's all done. If we go along, this corner is also done. Again, it will need filler and whatnot and a bit of tidying up still to get it finished. But yeah, that's all done. It's patched there in the floor. Ignore the welding, that was a bit of an off day and a rush job, so I've got to tidy that up. Obviously we know this whole side is done apart from that panel, which I'm still struggling, so at the moment that panel's been put on the back burner. We're going to forget about it until I can find a panel. What else? Been around and welded up all the holes that I want to on the floor here. Needs tidying up, so I need to grind those back. We did that. You saw on the inside it's a bit messy, but so I need to go through and grind all that back, tidy all that up, touch up some welds on the inside and whatnot. I need to strip all these freaking horrible rubber underseal off anyway. So yeah, that is all of that done. So today, I've been down here about an hour or so and I've had a good tidy up. Oh yeah, I bought a motorbike as well because it was really cheap and I want something to, being as that's going to be off the road for a while, I wanted something to have a little bit of fun on. So I bought this little ripper for 200 quid off eBay in pieces and I've put it together. It's a Honda CB125 twin, so it's only a little 125. I was just going to paint it and put it on the road, but me being me, I've converted the rear end to a CBR 125 single shock swing arm, put a seat loop on it, cut all loads of fucking metal off the frame. I'm going to put bigger tyres. I'm going to change the forks for a set of USDs, upside downs, and that'll be it. And then I'll get it off powder coated and paint it and use it for the summer. So I'll use it for work and whatnot, and just pottering around on. A bit cheaper to run than the Passat, and it's good fun. I've had a couple of 125s and little rippers, and they are fun. So yeah, why is it so bright? I don't know. Hey, so yeah, today, I think we're going to mess around with this. I'm going to flip the Corrado over, get it back upright. I'm going to put some wheels on this rear axle so it's a bit more easy to move. These are all done and finished, so I turned up one more sleeve, if you remember way back when I was making the sleeves for them. So I turned up one more sleeve on the lathe for that one. So that's all done, welded, they're on, and they're just in place, they're not in where they're going to sit. So, like I said, I don't know if you can remember, but we were going to look at doing something like this or like this, or who knows. So yeah, that is the plan for today. So what I'm going to do is flip this up the right way. I'm going to move the motorbike out of the way, flip this up the right way, get some wheels bolted to the rear end and see what happens. So yeah, hope you enjoy, guys. It's going to be a bit of a weird video because it's going to be moving stuff around, and might be a bit of an odd one. So anyway, cheers, enjoy, and I'll see you in the middle or the end of the video. Cheers.
need a Bible to travel with. Now, you know, as a kid, we was always told to reach for the stars, you know, things like even the odds. But if you know me like I know me, you know I know my literature hard. I mean, bruh, we are the gods. So just remember this rhyme, remember this tape, remember to shine, remember to take time to feel good. It's time to feel good. See, I had trouble with low lights, caught up in a huddle to go right, but caught up in a bubble I don't like. That's no height. The faux ice on our own bright, beyond light blackened. We could fade away like it's on sight. My tone light, but it calm light, and I'm alright. Check 1, 2, make sure you alright. Assault rifle, a song like it's a long night. You gon' have to bear with me, because this jaw tight. The charm like I'm a dawn, I can perform like a pimp, and I get it in like I'm on white. I'm gonna light up this bomb. It's highly advised you step aside when I'm writing a song that's born. Now, I want you to walk into a perfectly constructed temple and find flaws in the flawless. And if all this gorgeous fake, then here, homie, you can hold this. Remember this rhyme, remember this tape, remember to shine, remember to shine. Yes. Just remember this rhyme, remember this tape, remember to shine, remember to take time to feel good. Remember this rhyme, remember this tape, remember to shine, remember to take time to feel good. Yeah, just remember this rhyme, remember this tape, remember to shine, remember to take time to feel good. Yeah, just remember this rhyme.
Yo, so that's in like the area of the back of the car. Now I might rethink it, because I've done it, I've jacked this right up and then I can lower the car onto it. Obviously it's giving this negative camber on the wheels. And what I'm thinking is maybe I should put the rear end in like the position it would be if the car was on the floor, rolling, if it was in place. So I lower it down and get it where it's close, you know, where it would be on the floor, height-wise. And then lower the car all the way down and go from there, if that kind of makes sense. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I don't think this is the right way of doing it though, to be honest. Because I won't know, if I leave it in this position and then lower the car down, technically that wouldn't actually be, I don't know. I think to start with I need to put it in its resting place, so where it would actually be on the car, on the floor. So I need to lower this subframe down, lower the rear subframe down to the floor, closer to the floor roughly where it would be, and then lower the car onto it, I think. I'm not sure. I think I might do that and then lower the car down and have a look at it that way. Yeah, let's do that. Sound. Cheers.
You make me feel free. You make me feel believe. You give me life and you feel my spirit. Had to let you know cause you don't always hear it. In my heart is where I hold you dearest. Even when the visions are not the clearest. I gotta thank you for confiding in me. You really my Harley, how you be riding with me. Words don't do it justice for your inspiration. I feel like you and God are my liberation. Your legacy cemented like a stadium. Your heart is rich, that's an ATM, atrium. I love it, cause you don't care about no shock value. One thing you show me is money can't stock value. Faith is everything, it's in your foundation. And that's everything, especially in this down nation. Your love is everlasting, just like a wedding ring. You treat me like a star, even if I'm second string. I'm feeling like Maxwell because I'm fortunate. I can't take it for granted, I've been unfortunate. You got me through the pain, my they're gone and everything is gleaming now. You give me life and you feel my spirit. Had to let you know cause you don't always hear it. In my heart is where I hold you dearest. Even when the visions are not the clearest. Yeah, you taught me beauty in the outliers. It was hard to see you cry when you put out liars. I don't blame you for putting trust in these outsiders. When things got heated, you put out fires. Fuck being perfect cause you was made perfect. All that shit that you went through, you didn't deserve it. I saw the pain in your face from them days at work. You gave me strength cause you never ever lost your worth. I know you had it hard as a teenager. I know in some situations you probably seen danger. I know they try to make the real seem stranger. I know that minor things make themselves seem major. A lot of people try to cause damage. I know some people are gonna be hard to manage. I know a lot of different things try to take advantage. I'm just hoping that these words can be a bandage. You make me feel free. You make me go believe. You give me life and you feel my spirit. Had to let you know cause you don't always hear it. You give me life and you feel my spirit. Had to let you know cause you don't always hear it. In my heart is where I hold you dearest.
So guys, there's a better way of doing it. It's a bit more, it's going to be a bit trickier to work on when it's like this, but it's kind of around the area we want it, isn't it? Sits a lot further forward than I thought. I didn't think it was going to sit that far forward, but that's not the end of the world, to be honest. I'm not too fussed. It's not going to have to sit as high as I thought either. I thought it was going to sit quite high up in the boot. I mean, it's got to come up still, I think. Well, yeah, I'm going to lower the car down more to get it to sit a bit lower, but it's not too bad. Now I'm just looking at shocks. I've got my old coilies out, the rears. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Right, so in the Mark IV, if you know them, the 4Motions, or all Mark IVs, they have a shock that comes off there, and then if I can get to it, but well, I can't. But over there is the separate spring platform. Now, shocks has always been a bit of a question mark for me. I've never really been sure how I was going to do it. I've got to do some research. Oh, I'm getting up. Sorry, yeah, I've got to do some research. But for now, what I'm going to try and do is bolt those to where the shock mounts on the rear subframe and all that stuff. Now, I'm going to get you in shot. And then put it to the original Corrado top mounts, just so, kind of, as long as it should be alright, they should kind of hold them in place. I mean, I don't know, they might actually work like that anyway. I don't know at this moment, but for now, I can bolt them in onto those shock mounts on the subframe, into the top mounts on the Corrado, and that will kind of hold the wheels a bit more steady and a bit more in place, hopefully. Because every time I try and move anything, the other end moves and this end moves, so hopefully that will hold it a little bit more steady, and yeah, we can, might help. We'll find out. Anyway, sound.
Yeah. You see it?
Right now.
He's always got the shine. There's brilliance in the air, and I can feel the blessings. You reach your full potential if you stop stressing. You gotta take a shot, it ain't no room for guessing. These devils never stop,
what God has destined. If you're reaching from the spirit, they won't let you near it. If you shift the status quo, they will always fear it. My scriptures been fearless like Jet Li. Intrepid flow, my wave is historic like a jet ski. Test me if you want, cause God got me covered. Only Lord knows how much I suffered. Highly blessed, some never recovered. Stutter stepped a couple times, a lot was cluttered. Found love through the hate that was given to me. I used to feel like hope was hidden from me. Praise the most high for the most time, cause most of the time the divine will always shine. The divine will always shine. Yeah. The divine, they will always shine. Check it. The divine will always shine. The divine, they will always shine. A bunch of bad habits and some contradictions. It's all about the beauty and the compositions. It's all this competition of constant addictions. Commercializations leads to constant conditions. I remember when we had some role models. Nowadays, it's all about a polar bottle. It's looking real bad from my different nieces. Shit is sad, I told them look for Jesus. There's a lot of beauty in simplicity, especially.
Yo guys, so another good little, that's the longest I've spent on the Corrado in a long time. So yeah, that was quite nice. Enjoyed that. Need to get down here more often. Time is, well, I don't have any, but hey. So what did we get done today? So yeah, flipped it over. What you didn't see is I gave it a clean and a hoover and a brush and a whatnot. Got some wheels mounted up on the rear end and sort of got this in where it's gonna kind of go, I suppose. Like I said, I put like my Corrado rear shock on just to sort of bodged it, not the way I bodged it in, just to hold it in place. Now I'm not sure if they're too short or if it's not going to work or anything, but what you can probably should be able to make out is, so obviously this is going to have to be mounted up into the floor somewhere, but at the moment, as soon as it lifts up, if you watch this top arm, you probably can't see it, but you can hear it. See if we can zoom in a bit and you can make sense of it. Yeah, so that's hitting the chassis, which is a pain, to be honest. Now I'm not going to cut the chassis in my hell, I ain't going down that route, but what I did think is, because there's a good chance I ain't going to be running springs, I'm going to try and keep it just a single shock coilover like that. What I might do is actually notch this, so I'll take it, weld it to the table so it doesn't move, and just cut it and just put either a bend or a square notch in it to give it the clearance it needs, and then hopefully that'll give me the movement. It shouldn't be a lot, shouldn't need a lot at all, to be honest. I don't know, but what I'm going to do next time I'm down here is I'm just going to whip that off. So I'm going to take that top arm off, and then that'll give me more room to mess around. And yeah, try and get this somewhere again half decent. I've been wiggling around now, so it's all out of. I did have it level both ways, just to be, you know, just to try it. But now it's been, because I've been wiggling it around, it's all a bit off. But what I did notice, obviously, these front mounts are going to be a lot further forward. So depending where this sits, I might be able to just have a straight bar. Don't know if you can see, coming straight onto the chassis leg in there. And just, yeah, literally nice straight bar, straight across, which would be nice and easy for the front. Obviously I would support it with a few other bits and bobs, but that would be a nice easy fit, that's for sure. And then the rear end, I'll just have to mess around and mount it up somehow with some tubes. So yeah, that could very well work out pretty well. So yes, that is it for me today. It's 5 o'clock. I'm going to go home. I've got a banging headache. So I'm going to go home and have a cup of tea and some ibuprofen, try and sort it out. And I'll be back down as soon as I can to mess around a bit more. Maybe tomorrow. I ain't got nothing planned tomorrow. So I might do tomorrow. Sound, I hope you enjoyed, guys. Any questions, chuck it in the comments, give us a like, give us a subscribe, tell your mates about me, about it and whatnot. Try and get some new subscribers. If you got any ideas or, you know, any thoughts on it, chuck it in the comments below. I'm open to anything. You know, I'm not an expert, I don't really know what I'm doing, I'm making it up. So any help is appreciated. Sound, have a good rest of the weekend, guys, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye!